Have you ever compared your child with other children? Most parents have, sometimes quietly, sometimes without realizing it. Not because they don't love their child, but because comparison feels like a natural benchmark, a way to understand if their child is on track. But here's the leadership truth we often overlook. Comparison is not a growth strategy for children. It is an emotional burden disguised as motivation. When a child hears, "Look how well she studies. See how disciplined he is. Why can't you be like them?" they don't feel inspired. They feel inadequate. From a traditional standpoint, our elders always said, "Every child carries a different destiny." And from a modern performance perspective, we know that every individual functions on a unique development curve. So instead of comparing, ask, is my child growing better than they were yesterday? Are they becoming confident, kind, curious, and resilient? That is the real metric of success. Children don't need to be better than someone else. They need to feel better about themselves. Do you truly listen to your kids? Not just hear their words, but listen to their worries, their excitement, their silence, and their small stories that seem simple but carry deep meaning? In leadership, we say active listening builds trust. At home, it builds something even greater: emotional safety. Children may not always communicate clearly. Sometimes they speak through behavior, sometimes through frustration, sometimes through the smallest gestures. But when a parent listens with patience, the child learns one powerful message. My voice matters. Listening doesn't mean agreeing with everything. It means acknowledging their feelings before guiding them. It means offering clarity without dismissing their emotions. It means creating an environment where they feel valued, not judged. Our elders lived by a simple principle. The child who feels heard will grow into an adult who listens with heart. In a fast-moving world, where everyone is in a hurry, slowing down for your child becomes a strategic advantage for their emotional growth. So ask yourself today, do you listen to respond, or do you listen to understand? Because the difference shapes the entire future of your relationship with your child. Before we ask our children to behave better, before we expect discipline, respect, honesty, kindness, or consistency, there is one strategic leadership question every parent must ask. Am I modeling the behavior I want to see? Children are not shaped by instructions. They are shaped by observation. In the corporate world, we call this leading by example. At home, it's simply called parenting. When a child watches you speak respectfully, they learn respect. When they see you manage stress calmly, they learn emotional control. When they watch you admit mistakes, they learn accountability. When they see you treat others with kindness, they learn humanity. Traditional wisdom has always echoed this truth. Children don't follow what we say, they follow what we do. So before teaching them patience, we must demonstrate patience. Before teaching them discipline, we must practice discipline. Before telling them to speak politely, we must model politeness in our everyday interactions. Your behavior is the blueprint they silently copy. And the greatest gift you can offer your child is not perfect advice, but a lived example that inspires them to grow with integrity, courage, and character. As parents, do we ever mock, correct, or belittle our partner in front of our children, intentionally or unintentionally? In many homes, it happens casually. A joke, a sarcastic comment, a criticism slipped into conversation. But what feels harmless to adults becomes a deep imprint on a child. From a leadership standpoint, we know that public criticism weakens trust. At home, this principle carries even more weight. When children see one parent shaming the other, they learn three powerful, but damaging lessons. 1. Respect is optional. 2. Love can be spoken to carelessly. 3. Humiliation is an acceptable communication style. This weakens the emotional culture of the home. Traditional wisdom reminds us, a child learns how to treat others by watching how parents treat each other. When a father is mocked, the child learns to dismiss him. When a mother is belittled, the child absorbs that tone as normal. And slowly, the foundation of respect erodes. A strong family environment requires partnership, not performance. So the real question is, are we creating a home where respect is visible, consistent, and non-negotiable? Children thrive when they witness dignity between parents. They grow emotionally stronger when they see teamwork, not tension. And they build their future relationships based on the examples they live with every day. Respect at home is not a parenting strategy. It is the culture that shapes the next generation.